That's how I keep the party going, you know. Oh, yeah! Tiff and the Punisher! Tiff and the Punisher! Tiff and the Punisher! Oh! Tiff and the Punisher! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Tiff and the Punisher. We are the Punisher Band. I'm Tiff. Tiff and the Punisher. And we're here to rock you. Tiff and the Punisher. We're here to save your children. Tiff and the Punisher. And fight against the evil CPS. Tiff and the Punisher. We're gonna stuff the Constitution down their throats. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh, yeah! Tiff and the Punisher. Keep the party going, y'all. Tiff and the Punisher. Let's get it up. Tiff and the Punisher. Here we go. Tiff and the Punisher. Come on. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh, Tiff and the Punisher. Here we go. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh, oh, Tiff and the Punisher. Let's go! Tiff and the Punisher. We're here to save your children. Tiff and the Punisher. And fight against the evil CPS. Tiff and the Punisher. We gotta stuff the Constitution down the throats. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh, yeah! Tiff and the Punisher. Keep the party going, y'all. Tiff and the Punisher. Let's get it up. Tiff and the Punisher. Here we go. Tiff and the Punisher. Come on. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh, Tiff and the Punisher. Here we go. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh, oh, oh. Tiff and the Punisher. Go. Let's go.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeve. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud. Abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather fly together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. Give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are old Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
It's like I'm right here on the show. I'm all discombobulated.
Can you make our screens the same? Well, I'm all out front.
Tiff's all up front. My screen. Tiff's all up front of the screen. Look at it. It's like I'm real, and it's like the real picture right here, though. See, like you're right next to me. That's my Tiff. Let's see who we got in the house. Who we got in the house here? Let's put it up here. Let's see. All right. We got John. We got Chris and John and Chris and John. All right. There's 7 of y'all out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to make us regular size here.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, there we go. But now I'm crooked. This isn't going to work like this. I don't like the chair I've been sitting on. I got this.
You and your gadgets. What is that?
Nothing that works, apparently. Oh,
I got one too. It's a little one.
yeah. Like, what is this for?
Yeah.
Got that. So we got that. Oh, so remember yesterday when I opened the show and I was at I had gone to the store, right? And I was coming home and I was late and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is what I went for.
Uh-oh. You and your gadgets. What is that? Chocolate what?
Cheesecake.
Oh, you went to get a cheesecake?
Yeah. That's what's Mary comes in and she goes, "What the hell?" And I thought she was going to yell at me for eating the whole damn thing. But she goes, "You had fucking cheesecake back there all the night, and I've been sitting out here starving, and I have a whole cheesecake?" I said, "Yeah, just give me that," and that's what I'm left with. So, I don't.
Well, be glad I'm not there because that's one of my favorite cakes.
Yeah, I knew it was. That's why I wanted to show you. Hey, and it was really good too.
Okay.
Yeah, so good. I love cheesecake so much.
Me too.
I'm dreaming of it, but then I'm like, wait a minute. You can wake up and your reality of cheesecake is right there. Oh.
You're killing me.
Yeah. So what's up, Tiff? You know what we got on the 6th and 7th and 8th, or 8th and 9th and 10th, or whatever it is, those 3 days is the Dave Everything Everyone thing rally.
Yep.
We got that going for them. So make sure that you guys get involved with that. I'm pretty sure that we'll come up with a flyer and everything so everybody understands it a little bit more. But it's pretty much 3 days. If you're anybody everything, everyone, everything, everyone, everything. And what's the other one, Tiff?
I thought it said everyone,
There's
everybody,
something.
everything. I don't know.
Everyone.
You wrote it down.
Yeah, it's in my Dave W section of my confidential book. Yep, confidential right there. Boom.
Oh my
So
God.
I have my own series that this is the fastest way to become on the terrorist watch list is to have one of these guys. So this is a little lesson for you today. If you have one of these in your room, these are all my different notebooks that I have of all of our stuff. See, it says Nailer, and then one of them says Gunner, because those are cases I'm working on, helping them with web info, stuff to do, project, investigating. But anyway, I have these series of books. Of course, at that time, it wasn't that series. This was the, I had a, what they call, there's makeup. I had a CRS series. Remember, you know what CRS is, right, Tiff?
No, what?
Can't remember shit.
Oh my.
So that was my dad's favorite saying. He used to be like, "Man, I got a case of the CRS." So I just can't remember shit. So I had a CRS series, which is
Oh
right
Lord.
there. Yeah. So all of these books were my manifestos, they said, and this made me be a terrorist on the terrorist watch list.
Wow.
So, yep. So now I'm considered a person on the watch list because so all of these books, and I you know what, I recommend to everybody that they do these. This is a very good way to remember these things. Like I'd carry these ones in my pocket, right? So any information I came up with, like phone numbers, stories, things I wanted to write down, whatever it was, people owe me money, whatever it was, it goes in these little books, and then they're solid, they're like $3, $4, you get them. Put your things in there. I don't recommend the big one because the pages fall out before you can really fill them up. But for you guys that are going out and you're having visits with your kids and everything, these are really cool things to have because you can do, like I still have some of them in here. This was the one that I had for when I was with my daughter before the TPRs. We used to have art time before we got together or when we got together because before they took her, I think it was every Wednesday night we would have family paint night, and me and Bree, her sister, and Mary, my wife, we would all get together because Bree was older at that time. She just moved back from Virginia. Actually, I forgot that she had lived in Virginia for a stint.
Oh my.
Oh my, yes. But we would have art night, and what we would do is we invented this game. So you had 2 minutes. All right, this is making me mad. All right, so you had 2 minutes, right? So each person gets 2 minutes, and you had to do it for an hour. That's why you forced yourself to have an hour of quality family time. For those of you that don't like to spend that time, which I think all of you should, because especially since what we're talking about here in this thing. But it was a 1 hour game, and each one of us had 2 minutes, and you would pick who started the, who started it, and we have a big canvas right there. And you had 2 minutes and you start drawing whatever you wanted to draw, you'd start drawing it. Then the next 2 minutes, the next person would come up. Round and round we go. And then you would either draw off of what they were doing or you could change it up. You could do whatever you want. And then for an hour, we would do this every 2 minutes. And Nina would be there with us, of course. So that was like, she would change the whole damn thing because that turned into a handprint or, you know what I mean? But she did get really good. By the time they took her from us, not only was she an established drummer, but she was also a great painter, and she started doing, and that's, like the reason that they kicked me off of the visits with her is because we used to do the live visits. Have you ever heard what we did on the things?
No.
You know what? We talked about what we're going to do on the show today. I'm going to do that. I'm going to play this episode now this episode is what got my visits canceled because they said that, my time with her was spent more on the podcast than on visiting with her, except for when I would talk to her the night before our visits, she would want to do one of the shows. And I wasn't doing these live or anything, you know what I mean? Like they were I would record them. Some of them I didn't even record, which I wish I did now. but I didn't even record them because it was just going through the motions with her setting up the computer and, doing this and doing that and all of this. So that's what it was. But they canceled my visits with her because they said I was so into doing that instead of paying attention to her that we should get rid of my visits. So let me see here.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I did. But we used to do art on every visit was art time. Like we would draw painting, we would do paintings and things like that. We had some awesome paintings. But what we would do is this. When we would do it, I would start the drawing and then she would tell a story about what she wanted me to draw. So I would start drawing. She would wow. They took them down.
What?
I wonder why. They're gone. They used to be on our YouTube page. And they're gone now. There's only 2 on. Or maybe that's. Hold on. Let's see. I'd be very upset if these are gone. It says 33. Now Gunner says 33 on it. But it says only 1 episode. Video count. All right, so there's 26. So how to get to them? Play. Video. There we go. Oh, all right. Never mind. We're good. All right, never mind. Woo, Lord Almighty. Let me see. So on our place, there's all of these. There it is right there. So it's only like 8 minutes. I'm gonna play this for you guys though. This is what I did to get me my visits canceled for my daughter. Let me see if this is the right place. Yeah, share there. So on our channel, guys, it has this right here. Gunner has his up there too, which is really cool. I didn't realize he had that. But let's see here. Where is it? Nina's Corner. I'm pretty sure that these are, but these are me telling the whole story of when I was going through everything. And there's 30 something episodes in here. But this is the episode with me and Nina. It's called Nina's Corner. So view on YouTube. Yep. And there we go. Yeah. All right. Okay, buddy. We on the air now. We're not on the air. We're recording it. So once upon a time.
What was a butterfly named
What?
Nina?
A Nina named butterfly.
What? With a type
Do you have all the markers, bud?
of pretty little quick.
Let me get some too.
Quick.
Hey, let's do it on this one.
That was
So there was Nina, the little butterfly, the pretty little butterfly, right?
Yeah, what? Oh,
With what?
a block.
With blocks?
No, it's a lot of details.
Oh, okay.
But it was so pretty as a
Smurf. Wait a minute, you don't know what a Smurf is. So Nina the butterfly was as pretty as a alligator.
No, it was pretty as a brand new butterfly.
So it was a brand new butterfly too. And those come from this right here. Look, check this out. So the pretty butterfly comes from this pretty little thing called a cocoon. And that, do you know what before that is, bud?
What?
The pretty little butterfly named Nina came from what is called a what?
What?
Caterpillar. So look, like this guy right here. Remember this dude that we see in all the cartoons? Oh, hey Nina, how you doing? I am the pretty little worm man. So I'm going to be one day. I'll be the pretty beautiful Nina, but for right now, I am just the little worm caterpillar man to come around. And one day, the worm man said, "What is going on with me today? I am not feeling the same." Because why,
This-
Nina?
This is his dingle.
That's a stinger?
Yeah.
Because the caterpillar had stingers. But the little caterpillar watched all the butterflies flying around all the time, and he always wanted to be a butterfly, right?
Yeah.
And what was the caterpillar's name? Ninette?
No, it was Nina. It was Nina that butterfly. It was so pretty
As a shiny golden palace?
no, as a brand new butterfly.
Oh, yes.
Was melt like the wings to make her pretty as golden nuggets.
So Nina, the pretty butterfly, was as pretty as
Golden nuggets.
golden nuggets?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to call... One day, Nina the butterfly was so pretty as golden nuggets, it woke up the crying baby.
It would have one little tiny butterfly baby now.
Oh, there's a baby butterfly too.
And then a baby butterfly.
What was the baby butterfly's name?
It was named.
Ninette?
It was named. And then it was.
What was the name?
And he was already bald. A bleep.
A bleep?
And her name was.
I'm so proud of you. doing your name
Her
like that.
name was
Is
Golden Space Level.
golden what?
Golden Nuggets Love.
Golden nuggets. So this is Nina the butterfly right here, right? The beautiful Nina the butterfly. So watch
Check
this.
these
These out. Look at these markers. Do you see
Now the
these?
lady's going to tell her that I've got to go.
So this is it. So Nina the butterfly, who started out as Hank the caterpillar, okay? So Hank the caterpillar, okay? Hank the caterpillar turned into the cocoon, okay?
Wake him up.
Yeah.
Like accident.
So one day, Hank went up in the tree, started chewing on a leaf, and unbeknownst to him, he got stuck to the tree, and it got wrapped up in all of this stuff. And after a little bit of time went by, here comes beautiful Nina the butterfly. Now, Hank the caterpillar wasn't Hank the caterpillar anymore. It was beautiful Nina the butterfly with the golden nuggets.
But now it's nothing because now we know what's one.
Yeah.
It's this one with what is pointless.
What is his point?
Which is a twenty and a baby twenty a Nina nugget.
A Nina nugget. I like that. That's a good one. A
It
Nina nugget.
was so beautiful.
Because all the Nina nuggets are beautiful. Here we go. We'll make the golden Nina nuggets.
See, she
Yeah.
told me I have to leave.
No.
I know, buddy. I'm sorry. Nina knew So Nina knew her story. The little butterfly. It's not so gory when they come from the cocoon and they look so pretty. Nina, what's your spinny? What do you think, Nina? What do you know?
No, I have twisty here.
Make,
Don't mess it up. I did it.
make a rhyme, buddy. I gotta go. Finish it up. Make it
Mom, I
rhyme.
don't want to see, on the monkeys on the Pino.
Here you go, brother. I forgot to give you these. Remember these?
Mama, what do I do?
Mama bringing in your lunch too, but
Is there?
Daddy got stuck in the car this morning. Okay, pineapples, bud. Remember?
Mama, I don't like them.
Remember you loved them.
You remember?
You love pineapples, buddy.
But they don't like the weird kind.
You throw a swing, I get that. Like the lady was like forcing me out the way. But anyway, that's one of the episodes. Not all of them are like that, but that was it. So, but then the other ones are all like stories of me telling the stories about what's going on and so on and so forth. But it's pretty good. You guys should check them out. But you can hear like the lady's telling her no, she doesn't want to go. But like, and the lady's literally like, you need to go because Mary's not in here in like 30 seconds. We're canceling her visit. Like, what the hell, lady? You know, like it's crazy how they treat people at these visits. Absolute insanity how they treat parents with their kids. Like you hear the baby crying in the background because that's a natural environment to be in, stuck in a little room with your kid, with the baby crying, and you know, the lady sitting there with a pen and paper.
The warden.
They knew, you know, like go trap yourself in a bedroom, you know, into an office room with your kid. You know, like it's just ridiculous. But they canceled my visits because they said that I paid more attention to setting up the podcast and everything than I did paying attention to my kid. But obviously, they never listened to it.
So, first off, I see why they targeted her. She's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And why weren't you two visiting her at the same time?
They never once let us visit her at the same time.
Why not?
Never gave us it. We questioned it. We asked about it all the time, and they would never give us an answer. Told
That's
our lawyer.
bullshit.
Yeah. Always. Never were we allowed to see her again together. Never go outside with her. Never nothing. The only chance that they gave me to see her again after that was in January. They gave me just 6 months of no contact with her after that. So they called me for abandonment, which is why I tell everybody, be cautious when they stop your visits, because that'll sneak right out on you. No matter how much you're trying, it doesn't matter. If you don't have any sort of contact with your child, they will get you for abandonment. And each state's different. I know my state of Maine 6, but I think some states even do 4 months.
Yeah, Virginia's 6 too.
So you be careful of that, because that's an automatic. That's not even the judge has to rule on it. That's an automatic TPR for you. And they'll do it. It's their fault that it happens, but that doesn't matter. You haven't done it. So that's why I tell everybody. But the last visit they were going to give me, when they, you know, your goodbye visit that they give you for 45 minutes, to give you one time, 45 minutes. They wouldn't even give it to me face to face. They said I could do it over Zoom. So I told them to get fucked. I said, I'm not going to, that won't be the last time I talk to her. So I won't have a goodbye visit with her, but you're going to make me do something like that over Zoom. Fuck you. Mary did end up going to hers, but, you know, that was it. That's all they were going to give me. So, I mean, you want to talk about the abuse and neglect. That's the abuse and neglect. Like the torment that they put her through, you know, saying goodbye, wondering why we're gone and all of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, and not telling her the truth, lying about it. You know, hopefully that she's having a great time with my cousin and everything. I'm sure she is, but to a degree, I'm sure that she's going, what the fuck happened? Like, what did I do? You know, because how is she even how do these kids even be able to deal with that? I mean, because she wasn't abused. You know, if she was abused, then I'm sure the answer would be there for them.
Right.
They didn't want to be with them anymore. You know, like if they were really truly abused, but she wasn't. She was loved more than anything in this world. She had 2 houses. She had everything that she needed and then some. We were in Florida all the time. We were on vacationing all the time. You know, like we were going to homeschool her, but that was just because we were fucking vacationing, because I was retiring. You know, like I was going to retire at 42. It was going to be fucking great. And take her all around the United States. We were buying an RV. We had plenty of money. We had all this shit. And now it's all gone. But it's really fucked up. Like they completely turned what was going to be a great life for a
Uh-oh. I guess
little
Darren
kid to grow up into fucking. Yeah, I know. I see it. My internet went out for a second.
Oh.
It's all money. I'll say it one more time. Are you there for real, or are you frozen? I think you're there, right?
I'm here.
All right, good. They do this to every one of us out here. Every one of us that are here, they do this to. They take a great little child and destroy it. And you know what? I love that we all fight. I'm so glad that we're all in this fight to get our kids back. But our kids, unfortunately, are gone. Our kids are gone. When these kids come home, they're going to be a whole new kid. And we're going to have to untrain them to be what they have become. And hopefully not. Maybe they become something great and we don't have to untrain them and they're amazing. But I'm a statistician. Statistics show me that that's not what our kids are getting. They're not getting a better life at all from any of this. They're
No.
getting beaten, they're getting raped, they're getting shit that you protected them from. The same system that was supposed to protect them is now putting these kids into the situation that they never had a chance of even being involved in.
Mm-hmm.
Taken from us parents and put in there. You know, that's the truth of what Child Protective Services is. If anybody wants to know, like, what's the truth about Child Protective Services, that's it right there. They take good kids and turn them into trauma adults. Yeah, right. You know, that's what they do. And they make them be adults way sooner than they were supposed to be. You know, they have to put the survival skills and the things that you were teaching them as a kid, they automatically have to put into right into play when they get taken from you. Because these kids, in their minds, they're kidnapped. This is no different than kidnapping a kid right from the mall and taking them and putting them in a new environment. This is no different to them. They don't look at it as anything different. They were just eating ice cream with you, for fuck's sakes. And all of a sudden, here comes that stranger lady who comes and takes you away. You dropped into a home with some people you don't know. For that stranger lady that's convincing you that this is better for you and everything, to go, okay, little child, have a good time. And off to the bar they go.
Yeah.
And then now you're stuck with some child pedophile that's getting ready to do some nasty shit to you. Good job, CPS. And I bet you that's 50% of the cases.
Oh, it's probably more than that. Anytime a child is 600 times more likely to be abused, murdered, or sexually abused, the numbers are higher than that.
Yeah.
I know that my daughter is 36 and she still has PTSD from sexual abuse and physical abuse in the foster home she was in. And I know my son has a little bit of PTSD from the physical abuse that he went through.
Man. And I know that wouldn't have happened if they were in your home.
Absolutely not.
I mean, they might fear you because you're their mom, but that fear is a different fear. That fear is, you know what? And it's funny now. You guys can talk about it and laugh about it. If that was true abuse, they wouldn't be able to do that with you.
Right.
You know, there would be a trigger that would send them into some emotional downward spiral. Instead, they're like, "Mom, you let those ones get away with this shit. We couldn't," you know, like, and they joke around with you about it, and it's accepted. You know, like, and that's fine. That's not abuse. You know,
No.
But the shit that they dealt with while they were away, that's abuse. That's shit that you guys talking about over Thanksgiving after dinner's over with, and you guys having this heart-to-heart thing that took place, and it's not funny, and it's not a joke, and it's not meant to be that way. This is like they need some serious mom time to, like, you know, rehash what happened and talk to you about it, you know, and talk to them about it. It's not a joke. That's not like your time with them. So this is what CPS is doing to these people.
Yeah, and my oldest daughter went to a party actually as an adult, and at the party was the man that abused her. She literally called me and was having a panic attack.
Wow.
And I said, get out of there, because if I come, I'm going to jail. Just, you already know what the consequences are if I come, because I don't play when it comes to my kids. I don't care how old they are.
Right.
And he walked up to her and was like, do you remember me? And she instantly knew who he was and just had a whole panic attack. I'd have killed him. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have killed him. She knows that.
Of course. Of course. And no one, you got to bleep of insanity.
Yeah.
You know?
I think she was 20.
I mean, How many times have your husband, like, you hear these situations happen and your husband's like, oh, that's it. I'm going to get these bastards, put their hands on, you know what I mean? Like, how many times, Like, your daughter calls up, says, this guy's done this or whatever. I'm sure your husband heard that. He's like, get in the car. We're going.
No,
Or I'm
that's my
sure you are
son.
first. Yeah, your son, right.
That's my son. He stays in the house with the kids in case I go to jail. He's here.
That's funny. But it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just can't believe, how did these people, you're right, Henry, Congress should see that video on the bill that we're trying to pass
Yeah.
and get out there.
You
We
were
should-
doing nothing wrong.
Yep. Nope. I was trying to broaden her mind and make her, think out of the box and all that. And that's what we did for that art night. Like that was our Wednesday nights. It was Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those nights. Bree would have to come over from her job, sit with us, do that. I mean, that was at a visit. That one, obviously, that I recorded. I mean, I wish I would have recorded the ones that we had all at family night time, but it was fun. Like we'd say the dog even would be in on it half the time, but it was just a fun time for all of us to be together and do that. And that's what we did So tell me where the abuse and neglect is there. Tell me where abuse and neglect comes from that,
But they have to make it fit their narrative because your daughter was beautiful. She was targeted. They had to get her away from you.
Yeah.
Because you were a good dad. I'm telling you, had I been involved with your case, that you would have had a whole different outcome.
Oh, I'm sure. No doubt about that. She would have never been taken. I know that.
Yeah, absolutely not.
They would have never got that kid in their hands.
They wouldn't. When they came back, they would have had to bring the United States military with them.
Right. But half of them anyway, too. So they wouldn't have come. Wouldn't have done shit. So, man, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Well, I want you to just keep one thing in mind. They can't keep her from you forever, okay?
Oh, no, they can.
She's gonna be 18. Hell, when she's a teenager, trust me, she's gonna be looking for you, and she's gonna want to talk to you, and she's gonna want to know the truth.
Yeah.
And then when she turns 18, she can go sue them. Not that it's gonna help her right now, but she can sue them for wrongful removal, and she won't have to work another day of her life. Period.
Right. No, but you know what? You can't get back his time. Time doesn't.
You can't get back time. Absolutely not. And you can't. You can rebuild, right? Like kids are not stupid.
It's like this. I'll be what, 70 at that point? No, I won't be that old, but close. Yeah, so 15 more years. So I'm 47 now, 57, 63 or 62. That's not me as a dad at 44, 40, you know what I mean? Like that's not, it's a whole different time, Hopefully I'll be still in good health and all of that shit and doing well. And, I mean, pray for that, but what if you're not? And that's, like she gets denied that, like, and I mean, hopefully there's situations. I mean, all you can hope for is that your kid is in the best possible situation that they could be in other than being with you. And that's a lie, that they're not. And then because with you is where they need to be, period. It doesn't matter what anybody else says, does, anything. The best place for your child to be is with their biological parents. Studies show that. Science shows that. The thing about science is true.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can't argue with it, even though people will try. But, yeah. I know 18 will be the day she can come back on her own and so on. But I mean, who wants to wait that long, right?
Yeah. Trust me, I know. It was a long wait for me. I'm telling you. We don't have the best relationship, but I will tell you this, just from talking to her, I know she was lied to. Just some of the things that she would say, and I'd be like, that's not true.
Right.
Or that didn't happen.
What was the biggest lie that she was told that she makes you just flip your hair and be like, what?
I think the biggest one that this is the question that she asked me all the time. And I still to this day can't answer her. She said, why me? right? Like, why was I the one adopted? And I told her, you have to ask the state that, because I did not want you to be adopted. I had the paperwork to show her that I fought for her, but
Right.
they backed me in a corner because the foster parents were saying one thing, I was saying another. You know what I'm saying? It's the
Yeah, I
he
do.
say she say shit.
Yeah.
Um and I told her I can't answer that question because I don't know, right? Because I told you I was good enough to raise my oldest daughter, my youngest, well, my only son, and their little sister, but I wasn't good enough to raise her.
Right.
So, yeah, that is a good question, but I can't answer that for you because I honestly don't know, other than you were targeted.
Right. Something about you made them say, "We want you."
The I think the biggest thing that she was lied to about was that I didn't want her.
Yeah.
And I told her that was absolutely not the case.
Furthest from the truth.
Right.
Maybe 50%, but whatever. I mean, it's not all of it, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I wanted her
right,
100%.
right. I'm just saying, like these people fucking that. Why would they even tell? In their books it says, "Do not lie to the kids." It says that in all their policy manuals. The number one thing that you're not to do is to lie to the kids. But the first thing that they do is fucking lie. Straight up, it's lie. Telling them that your parents have a drug problem. Telling them that you do this. First of all, that shit's all fucking private. So why are you telling my kids this? It's 4 or 5. What business is it of theirs, right? So I have to ask a favor from everyone. But I have to. Oh no, GPR trial. Unless they need 4. They need 4 more time for witnesses. In this file trial hearing tomorrow. Oh man, so you need some praise, some prayers. Hell yeah, you'll get some prayers, heavy prayers from everybody tonight. I think that's what she's asking for, right?
Yeah. If
Well,
you do get TPR tomorrow, you have 24 months to appeal it. And the only person that I know, and she's on Facebook, and you can tell her I sent you, is Spanny Brat. I think she's working with Dr. Death right now. So if you get TPR, you got 2 years, and just do whatever Spanny tells you to do, because she has gotten TPRs overturned. So Spanny Brat on Facebook, tell her Tiffany sent you.
but we'll pray super hard that it doesn't go that
Yeah,
way.
we will pray.
You think we should start a prayer show on here once a week? Have a prayer show for everybody, like where we write a list of names or something, and have someone do prayer lists or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you guys think of that? That'd be a good thing, I think, right? What's up, Tammy? Way to go. Get ahead of it. That's the
Yeah.
best way that you can be. It's being ahead of it. I know you're not, hope, like my wife says, and I think Tiffany says it too. What is it? Hope for the worst, expect the worst, hope for the best, right? Or is
Yep.
that what it is, babe?
That's what I say.
What is it? Yeah, same way as you say it.
Yep.
So yeah, it's good. That's it. That's it. We will definitely do that for you. Yeah, have a prayer show once a day. If we could, I think, you know what? If we had the people that would lead it, I would do it. Um, I'll tell you, people don't realize just this one show that we do a day. I mean, I used to do 2 and 3, which I got to get back to doing. But it's not exhausting, but it is a lot of stress. So it's very tiresome. Like you're not like lifting missiles up or concrete blocks or anything, but you know what I mean. Like it wears you down. Like sitting here talking, hearing the stories. Like the stress amount, the how upsetting it is. Like it's really crazy. So it really it kind of gets to a burnout almost, like you're like, this is a lot. I mean, I know that's why when we first started doing shows together, that's why you had been like, cause I was doing 2 and 3 a day. You're like, nah, done deal. Uh,
And I'm
so
going to tell you why. Because, like you said, it's stressful and it'll burn you out. This is why a lot of advocates only make it a couple of years and they drop out because they don't know how to take a break and
Right.
relax their own mind, because it's emotional, and it is emotionally draining, and it can be physically draining if your emotional state is not good. That's why I told you no. That's why, 2 or 3 days off from doing this, because and you don't need to be doing all those shows either, because eventually you're just going to be like, you're going to tap out.
Right. Absolutely.
But yeah, that's why you need to stop and just trust me. 36 years, I know what I'm saying.
Have you ever taken a break off? Have you ever been like, I'm washing my hands for a minute?
Yes.
Yeah. What was your?
Hmm.
How long was yours taking off? How long was your span?
It was right after we got married, so probably 6 months.
You just had enough. You just couldn't take it anymore.
Well, I finally wanted to enjoy some part of my life, right? But then, you start missing it, because you know how much joy it can bring, and sadness at the same time,
Right.
but you know that you can be somebody else's strength. So I got a phone call one day, and it was just like
Right back it
somebody
was.
lit that
I'm pregnant.
firecracker.
Yeah. That's funny. Tammy, email me at CPSV Hunting Justice, or go to the website and you can click on contact us. And Tiff now, I send her the messages for every day. So she might be a little faster at responding, but send us a message and let us know what's up and what you want to do and whatever. And we'll get to you and see if maybe we'll turn this thought into a reality. So that would be pretty cool, I think. I think that would help a lot of people out. We needed something spiritual on this channel, like getting these people to. I used to do one on the Vincent Davis with Georgette. We used to have a prayer show over there, um, and a lot of people would come on there, and um, they would do that. But hey, let's check out one of these videos that you have.
Okay.
Burn up this last few minutes here that we got. But I mean that, Tammy, get in touch with us, and thank you for being with us since January. We don't tell you guys thank you enough, but we really do appreciate all you guys that are sticking around, being hardcore with us and everything.
Yeah. Well,
It's really
they're
that
the
part of it.
reason that we do this.
Right, exactly. Why else did you think we did it, Tiff? The pay? Oh, Gabe
There is
Woolley's on. Maybe we could get him in here.
who?
Gabe Woolley, Senator Woolley.
He's on?
He's on. He's on Messenger right now. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see if we can get him in.
Yeah, let's see if his bill passed.
Can you come in to our show right now
You're so funny.
for a minute? All right, there we go. I hit him up. Let's see. Okay, where's Tiff? Tiffany Wise.
Oh my.
Oh my, Isabel E. Rise, the newest friend of mine on Facebook. Welcome, Isabel. Hey, we have a CVS breaking news page too now on Facebook. No one signed up for it yet, but if you want to, it's there. Check it out.
Oh, I might have to go get on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, you probably should support it. So, you're part of our network, one of the biggest parts, the biggest part, whatever. There we go. Isabella, you're my newest friend. All right. And I'll give it to you too. Shenzi Stokes. Tiff, you're friends with her.
Who?
Shenzi Stokes.
Oh, probably. I was reading what Debbie said. No, Debbie. I try not to get on TikTok too much, because yeah,
Technology and
some of
her.
that stuff is crazy. But if you send it to me, I'll look at it.
Yeah. Send it to her in the mail. She'll get it. All right. Tiffany Wise. Tiffany Wise. What's this video about, Tiff? Which video you want me to play?
I don't know. I sent you a couple of them. I don't know.
Right. Well, which one do you want me to play?
I don't know because I don't remember which ones I sent to you.
So they don't mean anything to you then. That's what you're saying.
Oh my
You're telling me to
God.
watch these things. You're telling me to watch these things because they're so important to now. I don't know. I sent them to you. How about this Jeffrey Scott guy? Play that video.
The what?
The Jeffrey Scott guy.
Oh yeah. We need to get him on the show.
All right, so I'll play him. This is who we're trying to get on the show, I guess, according to Tiff. He's just this dude, guys. All right, here we go. Share. I don't know which one it is here. No, it's not that. There it is.
For a fact that somebody has done everything and the children were not reunified?
I do.
And what did you yourself do about that?
I fought for the client. We appealed it up the channels of DHS, and I was overruled and was told what to say as far as termination and why.
So you're coached into what to say in court.
I think everyone is coached. All the workers are coached what to say. The parents aren't given due process. They just aren't given a chance to reunify. And that's our process, is to unify the children with the kinship. So I do believe that some have been violated. I've had cases where they were violated.
You know for a fact that somebody has done everything and the children were not reunified?
I do.
And what did you yourself do about that?
I fought for.
Was that the right one, Tiff?
Well, that was one of them where she's an ex-social worker. She said that they're trained to say what to say at terminations, what to say at court to terminate parental rights. So they know. They fucking know what they're doing.
Of course they do. Every bit of what they're doing, they know.
Yes, they fucking know. She just said that they're coached into what to say in the court to TPR you.
That's freaking crazy. Can you imagine that? That should be on the videos too. Like, that should go in there too. You know, into the arguments. Like, look at this. They're trained to tell you what to say or tell them what to say.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Let's see if this one works here. Oh, there it is. That's the right one.
There
right?
he is. Mm-hmm.
You can see the screen still. Is it up there?
It's up there, but it's small.
All right. Let me make it bigger. How's that, Tiff?
Yep.
Good.
Coming to you straight from the Rio Grande and beyond, broadcasting to the four corners of the globe. So grab your seat, your coffee, or your sundowner.
Okay, everybody, here we go.
On point, as always. This is Gloves Off. Gloves Off.
Wherever you call home, we are there. In favorite places, large spaces, for many homes we have coverage that fits the way you live. And with our home systems protection, you can cover major home appliances and more. We cover more type of homes than ever. Get the coverage you and your family deserves. For a free no obligation quote, visit us online or simply give us a call.
Huh?
I wish they paid us for that commercial too.
Right? I didn't realize it was that long. Just get to the dude that's talking, because he talks for Dad.
We're back at you with Gloves Off, and I got a great guest today from Dad's Resource Center, Mr. Jeff Steiner, and we're going to be touching base on
This guy.
single dads,
Yeah.
and the issues of non-custodial parents that are out there, especially fathers, in this topic. But there's moms in there as well, and what can be done if you're in that situation where to get some help, because that's basically what this is all about. How we doing today?
Great, Professor Butron. Thank you for having me on.
No, thank you for doing what you're doing because it's needed.
Yep. Yep.
Tell
So,
me, how did you get involved with this?
okay, so the Dad's Resource Center was founded by Dr. Joel N. Myers. Joel is the founder and CEO. He has different titles off and on, but the CEO of AccuWeather, which is based here in Center County, where Penn State is in Pennsylvania. And Joel had went through some things as a single father, and it took him a lot of time and resources to get it squared away. And once he kind of got it sorted out, he connected with another gentleman by the name of Mark Lynch, who also had gone through some things. And they had the financial resources. They said, we want to do something about this. So they founded the Dad's Resource Center to provide education resources and advocacy for single fathers struggling to be in the lives of their children due to the family courts, the county, and the human services systems. They hired me, brought me on board in January 2017. My first career was direct service. I worked basically as a social worker with children and families. Then I managed small nonprofits. And so they brought me on board to work with them to get the Dad's Resource Center open. And we've had hundreds of fathers who've reached out to us that we provided coaching and mentoring who are going through these types of situations. And we also engage in awareness and advocacy. We do a lot of things with other father advocates, particularly here in Pennsylvania, to try to help change the system and make it so that able and willing fathers who want to be in the lives of their children, but are being denied that, try to do what we can to, in the many different ways that they get marginalized or cut out or unable to be there for their children and fulfill their sacred responsibility they're dying to fulfill with their children. So we kind of try to do the system change as best we can too, so that it isn't the unnecessary situations where this occurs. And at the end of the day, the children are the ones. Well, the men are unfairly harmed, and they're an aggrieved party. The children are the ones who are damaged most when needlessly, because mothers and fathers give different but equally important things to their children, right? And when one of them isn't there for them growing up, they're missing something. And it's harder for them to be happy and successful in life. So ultimately, when that occurs, the children are the ones who get hurt. So
You're absolutely correct. I went through a similar situation. And I know a lot of people here in Texas where there's a lot of advocacy groups. And this is what I would say it's a pandemic because it's a social crisis. And people say, no, it's not. And I go, yes, it is, because it involves our judicial, it involves our law enforcement, it involves our educational department, it involves our healthcare,
criminal justice.
Criminal justice. And it's just something that it's a web that entwines everybody together. Everybody knows that there's a problem, and very few people in the heads of those that really are actually trying to do something about it. Until you actually see it and you can pinpoint what's going on, then you can say, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to try to stop this. A lot of people go into a divorce. Divorce it's common knowledge, okay? And it's been going on since Moses. Well, before that, they'll get stoned, and Moses was the one that gave divorce. So let's just, that's just the way it is. And unfortunately, we're in the time today, is a lot of people think that they're going to go in there and they're going to say, I'm going to have 50-50 custody. That's what lawyers tell you. Then all of a sudden you come out and you're considered a visitor. You have visitation rights. And a lot of these visitation rights are never fulfilled. And it gets worse. The spectrum if the alienation if it started in A, it'll end up in Z real quick if you don't get involved with it. And what happens is, like you said, able and willing fathers. You have a lot of able and willing fathers that are fighting to be involved in their children's lives. And The courts don't want them. The police don't want them involved. The educational system, and it goes on. And yet they say, as soon as you get a divorce and you have visitations, you're considered in the masses as a deadbeat father. And that to me, I'm like, wait a minute. No, that's not true. So I want to ask you, when you have somebody that goes in, how do you start helping them out with the resources? What are the things that you're trying to do to get that father back on his feet, or get mentally and as well as both physically and financially?
So, as you highlighted, we have a high rate of divorce in this country. 1/3 of our children, 33% of them, are growing up in separated families. We also know that 70% of divorces are initiated by the women. And there's no doubt there's situations when you have men who are bad actors, right?
Sure.
And are a problem. And so that's a factor. And then you have people who just say, you know what, this isn't working. They separate relatively amicably and they work things out on their own. Okay. So we got to acknowledge that not every separated family goes into this kind of crisis mode we're talking about. But if you take those out, a very significant portion of them are where the mother has other ideas about things and the father starts to get marginalized. And a lot of times a man is of the mindset, because what's fundamental to a man is being the foundation of a family, right? Mothers do a lot, right? They do a lot of the work. So we're not discounting that. But at the core of a family is the man. And it's difficult for a lot of men because they may be oblivious, they may be imperfect, they may not be the best husband, but they don't see it coming, or they're trying to continue to hold on to it. And or they're like, okay, well, I'm going to move out and I'm going to be deferential to the mother. And again, if the mother's going to be, the value is I want the children to have both of us involved, and she enables that, it works out. But once you do that, if the mother is not of that mindset, the man is in a really precarious situation. And there are so many different systems when that occurs that can marginalize them. The domestic violence system, right, which is meant to protect vulnerable people, we all support that, right, 100%, but it can be taken advantage of, and you got to believe the woman, right? And once that kicks into place, you're guilty until proven innocent, not the other. And then that automatically puts you out of the lives of your children. And also the dependency system, fathers get treated as though, because the courts that do family court also do dependency, children and youth matters, child welfare matters. And all those interventions that are in place for abusive or neglectful or drug using or mental health, long-standing generational family dysfunction, all of a sudden the father gets lumped in with them, when up to that moment, there's never been any kind of issue been reported or any care or concern about them, but they get treated as that by the judges and the lawyers and everyone associated with the family court system if it gets into a highly contested family custody matter. So at the outset, men have got to be aware and know of what they're going into, because a lot of times they'll know whether the mother is going to break one way or the other. But they got to get ahead of these things as best they can, because once these systems kick into place and a father gets boxed into those things, it's really hard to get out of that. So that there's, like you said, there's so much
Aaron.
involved with it.
Yes.
No, you're absolutely
Stop this
correct.
video and we'll finish
And
it
you said
tomorrow,
something once
because Howard
that
just
gets
woke up.
kicked in. I think a lot
I
of
was thinking if
a
you want,
lot
we
of
can finish it tomorrow,
divorces,
or I could play it out after, but whatever.
of course, people
We can finish
they're
it
trying to do
tomorrow.
it amicably,
Okay.
and all of a sudden, an attorney.
All right, this is good stuff right here. So, dads, make sure you come back tomorrow and watch this stuff.
Yeah, because it's good. And I want to try and get him on the show too.
Okay, his name's Jeff Steiner. We'll try to get him back here for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. Cool. Well, I guess that's it. Tiffany's made it so.
Yep. Well, we're over
so
an hour
everybody,
too.
we'll be back tomorrow night, same time. Oh, Angry Citizen night tomorrow night.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
Angry Citizen.
we can watch it on Friday then. That can be our show Friday.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow with the Angry Citizen anyway. So you guys have a good night. Be safe. We love you all.
Yeah! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Tiff and the Punisher. We are the Punisher Band. I'm Tiff. Tiff and the Punisher. And we're here to rock you. Tiff and the Punisher. We're here to save your children. Tiff and the Punisher. And fight against the evil CPS. Tiff and the Punisher. We're gonna stuff the Constitution down their throats. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh, yeah. Tiff and the Punisher. Keep the party going, y'all. Tiff and the Punisher. Let's get it up. Tiff and the Punisher. Here we go. Tiff and the Punisher. Come on. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh. Tiff and the Punisher. Here we go. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh. Oh. Let's go! Tiff and the Punisher. We're here to save your children. Tiff and the Punisher. And fight against the evil CPS. Tiff and the Punisher. We gotta stuff the Constitution down the throats. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh, yeah! Tiff and the Punisher. Keep the party going, y'all. Tiff and the Punisher. Let's get it up. Tiff and the Punisher. Here we go. Tiff and the Punisher. Come on. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh. Tiff and the Punisher. Here we go. Tiff and the Punisher. Oh. 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 Tiff and the Punisher. Go. Let's go. Tiff and the Punisher.
Hey guys, in all seriousness, don't forget to pray for Lauren tonight for her TPR hearing tomorrow. Everybody, because it's a tough day, and however we can throw her support. It's very important that we all stick together on these days, and so please keep her in your heart. Pray for her tonight. Pray for her in the morning. Pray for her all night long. Do whatever you can do. Help her out. All right, guys, have a good night.